working now? Is it working now? Is it working now? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it? Oh my god, it works! Okay, 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 okay. Alright, sounds good. Sorry about that, guys. That took too long. I was having a lot of different technical difficulties with all of my stuff. So yikes! That wasn't fun. Yeah, that was just that fun. So hold on, let me just share it to everybody here. Sharing it on Twitter, sharing it on Facebook. Alright, so hello everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is Charles, and I just want to go out and chill today and make some cool stuff. So probably might extend the stream a little bit since that technical difficulty took too long. So here we are. Anyways, so what I want to do today is make stuff that is lit. Everything is lit, guys. Everything is so lit. I never even used that word properly. I just basically just use that very ironically sometimes, but you know, yeah, you know how it is. Alright, so we have a couple of stuff that I want to go finish up, and we're going to start off with one of my favorite pictures that I took at Anime Expo with my friend Josh. So Josh is part of, like, he's been my longtime friend. I work with him at a clothing store we used to work at, and you know, now he makes like all of his, he makes cool videos. I'll put his link in the description after we finish up the stream. And yeah, follow his Instagram. He makes a lot of cool anime, like small anime music videos and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. So look at him, he's pretty lit. He is so lit. Oh my god. So we're gonna try, and I know this picture's a little blurry too, which is just the unfortunate thing, but you know, we're gonna play with it since we're gonna like mess around with it and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. So I'm gonna go copy a couple of stuff, and I'm gonna go hide that original layer. And he's not just lit, he's double lit. I'll excuse myself now. So yeah, thanks for tuning by. I know it was a little too late in the game, but you know, that's what it is. It's just a chill day today. We're just gonna be lit. God, I need to stop. Okay, so let's see. So I want to figure out like where would be the best option to kind of, ooh, look at that. There's like a, it's like a, what do you call those? That Venn diagram. It's like the Venn diagram of litness right there. It's the litness test. Let's see. Don't know where to really put all of this into a one cohesive filter. We're gonna find out. So yeah, what's been going on with everything lately? Yeah, just school, all this kind of stuff that I've been working on, just trying to get a lot of projects done. I have to finish a lot of projects that I need to finish today. I have a couple of graphic design stuff that I need to finish up. Got asked again to do a couple of logos and designs for a school I used to go to. So definitely going to be working on that later on today. So today is, like, right now it was just chill, and we're just trying to make, you know, good stuff. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, knowing that like I just grabbed a picture and I usually just work with whatever I got, and that's just really part of the process. And I was having a talk with my friend just about an hour ago before the stream, and how I'm getting so obsessed with making sure that this result of what I'm doing has to look so perfect that I'm not really focusing on the process that I'm doing. So I need to have that good balance of knowing that I can, like, you know, I can make good work. I just need to make sure that I respect the process and that I keep going at it and push, but at my pace. Because I think on Thursday, and I'll be very open about this, on Thursday and on Wednesday, no, it was on Wednesday. It was on Wednesday I blacked out, and it was more like a faint. I fainted blackout, and that wasn't nice. Like, that wasn't nice at all. And so I am trying to reevaluate everything that I need to do in my life, because yeah, I don't want to go through that whole process of feigning and not knowing where I was, or even if it was just a few seconds. Like, that kind of scares me, to know that that's a possibility in my life, that to where all of a sudden I have no recollection of what happens with my stuff. So I'm just going through different filters here to see what I like. This kind of looks like a lithograph. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I'll stick to the original normal and see how that works out, and see where we can go from there, and maybe we can just reimpose the original image back and just go from there. Anyone tuning in, thank you guys for watching. We're just gonna get a lot of this stuff done today. Not really looking towards making it perfect. Again, like with that whole conversation, I'm not really looking towards making something that will be like mind-blowing, just kind of exhausting a bunch of ideas that I had in a while. And I think this is such a really funny ass picture of Josh. Josh, if ever you do get to watch this, I'm not sorry. For anyone that I glitch out or drip out in my live streams, I'm not sorry. I love you. I do love you. So let's see. So again, all this kind of type of process I'm working on. What I mentioned earlier, or like last week, is that like I don't. There's a bunch of automated glitch areas that you can go to, like glitch software that you can use to get effects like these. But for me, I like more of the like I get a chance to be part of the process, and it just kind of shows a little bit more attention to the detail and see how that works out, and really seeing how it all unfolds and just making conscious decisions after that. So like this, for example, I'm gonna delete. Wow, conscious example. So I actually want to work with something much more vertical, since we already have like certain areas that have been segmented and fragmented around. So let's see how that works out more, especially if it gives it more emphasis on like the flames, and how Josh is integral to the whole piece. You know, art shit. So let's see, let's move this up. And again, I'm not worried about like, you know, how like there's certain doubling happening in here. I think those really just add on to the whole appeal of what makes these type of works so appealing. Like I know a guy on Instagram that he goes to UC Davis, and he is just a baller at making stuff like this. I'm not sure if he uses Photoshop or anything like that. I know he uses he tends to use some other programs too to work with getting it to a certain effect. But the stuff that he just does is so awesome. I'll make sure to highlight his stuff too, and hopefully like what is his name? It's like Jed. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's like Jed Air. I always thought it was Jedi Air or something. Yeah, your stuff's awesome. I would love to collab with you someday, because your shit is so cool. Yeah. Humble stuff. So we're again, so we're just moving a lot of the stuff here and seeing where it kind of places out. Let's see. So I'm already getting like a lot of movement here, a lot of movement there. Just moving one spot, like for example, I'm gonna make this invisible real quick. Even just moving one spot, like if we just mainly focus on highlighting this area, since this is already a highlighted a segmented spot, and just moving that maybe here, already creates like a whole sense of different movement working towards it. Not to the best that it could possibly be, but again, it implies some movement to the work, and you're forced to kind of just, you know, make a certain inference from it too. By the way, if you're listening to the music that I have, I'm really thankful to my friend Daniel, always known as Forerunner. I've been using his music for some of my time lapses, some of my stuff. Like he makes really cool beats. So he just released an album. So if you are would love to like use some of his music, or would love to just listen to these amazing tracks, the link is in the description below. You can go buy his album. I think he for the most part, everything is Everything is free, but if you have like the courtesy to go and donate some cash that would go towards him, that would be amazing. I think he makes cool work. He continually makes cool work here and there, and I know in the near future we're actually working on some stuff in the near future because we'll be selling stuff at Anime Expo. So tune in for that. We'll be releasing stuff, a lot of stuff in March. So really look forward to it. I'm looking forward to being back at Anime Expo and getting to see a lot of the cool stuff again. This picture right here, this picture that we're doing right now was at Anime Expo when they were having, I believe, was it Tekken? Was it Tekken or was it Street Fighter? I don't remember, but they had like a huge Buddha statue and like flames and everything, so it was pretty fucking lit. So, kind of like where this is going. Maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, I just want to fragment this part so we have more of a distinction between this chunk and this chunk. Then move this part right here so we have a distinction between Josh and the other part of the flames. So, like 2 Joshes, 2 flames. Whoa, super lit. Sometimes myself, you know? Sometimes. Just sometimes. So we got that. Okay. So I got it to where I am somewhat content with it. Let's see. Let me just push it. Okay, now I'm content with it. So, maybe not. Wow. Wow. So, just looking at this now, I am seeing this area not, I think it got pushed too far. So, I might keep it and see where it goes, or we might impose more of the original images again anyways and see where that takes us. But for now, I want to see what happens if I took another layer, soft light it, and then of course our usual thing of just moving it across. So it doubles up a little bit of the red, and that's a little too much, and so I might not use that. So instead we might go with the original image again. And this time we do another soft light. So at least this one's a little bit more fair. It's balancing out a lot of the contrast. It's just blending in the color, and so we're just going to add that in. I was messing around with a bunch of the glitch software that they have, or like the glitch app that I have on my phone. So I also might consider doing something like this. So adding a gradient that kind of adds more different colors and dimensionality into the work. I definitely want to add, because I added a gradient that was more purple, green, and orange. So the orange is definitely working out with a lot of with the layers that we already have, but I just want to drive that green to look phenomenal. Another one. Okay. So that might prove too counterintuitive, or maybe it might work out with more of the red that we got. So let's do that. So we'll do that, and maybe make this, instead of more of a dark bluish purple, we might turn it into like a reddish. So there we go. So we got that working so far. We have a couple of that stuff. So I might let this one rest and see where it could take it some more. I might push a couple of the glitch stuff in here, doing all this kind of stuff. Simple stuff. It was just really me moving a lot of stuff. It's nothing too big or anything like that. It's just stuff out of the ordinary, all that kind of stuff. Maybe when we try to do this again, and so I might do another stamp. And the reason why I do a lot of stamps, I know it's a little bit more in terms of like, you know, saving a lot of your memory. I do a lot of stamps just in case I want to, if it makes more layers or creates better layers of it on top of what's already existing, then it's just a matter of like, if I'm already content with that after I want to send it out for print and everything, then it's just a matter of flattening out the image, and it's no big deal. So, and it's reasons like these that really make it work too, is that like when you notice certain stuff like this, it'll create like, you know, it'll repeat this pattern, and then it'll add like oranges in like areas that you would normally not expect it to put at, and it makes you reconsider where you want or yeah, it makes you yeah, additionally consider where you want to put some stuff in, where everything can kind of double down on. And so, like for example here, I'll drag this down as an example. So I might not want to even put it that down, because I want to make sure that the line kind of follows more upwards here, and even if there's a cut there, it's totally fine. It still kind of creates that movement. So you might work from there. So it's kind of dark here, so I don't know what we can do to work with that too, or I have an idea. Kind of cool though. Let's see, what filter was I looking for? I think it was something here. Did not work. Oh well. So yeah, maybe it might be even just like a matter of like doubling up here into putting it there, or amping up the brightness or changing up the opacity to where it works out from there too. So I do like where this is going, and again, it's just a matter of like trying to figure out like what to add. So maybe we might have to soft light this one again, and then, or maybe as a cool trick is that you can use a gradient as like a sense of leveling. When you make a black and white gradient, we might not even do that though, so it'd be easier to just go and do levels, and it's just a matter of amping up that whoa. That's pretty neat. So again, like I'm just working with the process here, like stuff that I usually normally do on a basis enough already, and just kind of working from there. So I think between these I might actually just go with that gradient. So let's see. Celestia. Let's turn it under a soft light again, and I know it wouldn't normally show on the stuff, so I would normally just move the white or the black depending on where I want it, and that's right now creating like the increasing either the yellows or the reds to make it lighter or darker. So when I put it all the way at the very end, it goes back to the original stuff, but if I put it right about here, yeah, I think I kind of like it at that spot. So, like where this is going, maybe we might fuck with it some more. So let's see. That's where I like going. So, let's do that again. Okay, now I'm curious to see what's the difference between having this and this. Okay, so this one adds more of the flames in there too. So again, total change of what it looks like, and just to kind of add more of a personal touch to it, I'll stamp that. And so what I did, just to explain what I did, is that I added a pin light on the original one. I flipped it, so it's now on its side, and then I added a pin light or another filter. And what that essentially creates is that when a pin light, then it makes everything very harsh, but not as harsh as a hard light, and it just gets like a lot of the highlights and just pushes it all out. So that ended up becoming a cool effect. So now I'm just debating to see which one I like to emphasize more. I think I like this one more. So we'll work with this, and then we might even bring back that original gradient map too, and just adjust a little bit. Let's bring out some of the red again. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's really cool, and I think what I'm really digging is this this section right here, where everything has this curvilinear like painterly effect, and then on the inside is just very square. areas to just kind of work out with it too. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go save this, and that's gonna go on my Instagram. So yeah, most of the stuff that I'm doing right now is really mainly just for Instagram. As you can see, they're all in a square format. I do it on a 10x10. I usually do it already pre-made on CMYK, and if I save it up for Instagram, I do it on RGB. The colors don't really, the colors tend to change depending on what I see on the phone. So I tend to make it. I'll either make adjustments on Instagram sometimes too, but for the most part, everything's been pretty fair with the colors that I've been using. So I've been pretty content with the stuff that I've gotten so far, so everything's been working out. It's all good, it's all good. Some more lit things. This is pretty lit. God, my life. So let's see what we got. Maybe I want to do something like that. And then, what I might want to do is flip this and copy this again, make sure that we have something at the back, and put these behind them. So make sure we put this behind them too. So do we want to lighten it? Do we want to darken it? We'll find out. Oh wait, this is the one I want to darken. Oops. So is it a matter of darkening it? Is it a matter of, yeah, I think so. So now we have like a little bit of that too. So if you notice that there's like a little line right there in the blue, so that's just a matter of brushing in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you open up a layer mask, and then as long as it's in black or in a dark color, then you should be able to just kind of wash it up a bit. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. We just need to brush up on things, and because later on we're gonna have to, add shit to it, or you might even want to keep that and then just kind of have it be part of our abstracted area, since we're doing very rectangular stuff. So actually, just for that, you know what, let's do circles. So let's see what we got. I was doing circles, and I did a collab piece with my friend named Frank, who is also on Instagram. And he does a lot of cool stuff too with glitch work and all those kind of things. And most of the stuff that he does in terms of glitching things is pretty cool, because he does it with different kinds of shapes. And I mainly use rectangular, very straight edge stuff. And so lately I've been wanting to experiment with how circles work, and it creates interesting kinds of effects. So this is cool. I like that. I like that. Oh wow. The thing about it though is that, like, if you'll see that there's already a cut here, and so I want to keep this, and I want to keep those areas. So it forces me to do a lot of stamping, just so I can get the layers that I want. But I mean, put enough of the patience into it, and it does create a lot of really awesome effects. So let's see. Another one. Put the door hinges on the fuckbar's hands. Let's see. Let's do it right here. So I'm not really giving it any conscious thought. I'm just kind of going with the flow with it. And then maybe just one more stamp, and then really just and just kind of let myself violently work through this, so we can do it faster. So let's see, do all that, maybe even flip it just to really mess with people. Yeah, maybe one more. So we went from a picture like this to a picture like that. Oh no. And so I'm kind of content with that one. I like where this is going. So let's go and make it all litty. Litty lit. And you know what? I actually kind of like that reverse, so let's see how that looks like in that reverse field. And so, again, going back with that whole idea of making it pretty lit. So, that's actually really cool. I'm really digging this effect right now. I haven't really messed with white in a while, but whatever this effect is doing is pretty rad. As you can see, like from the way that we glitched out the work, we really put an emphasis on all the dark, so a lot of these areas were mainly dark. So even just removing this white, for example, already shows you how dark it was from there. So we might bump it to the point where like you can really push the yellow in there, but not enough so we can get to see some details. So I'm just pushing little areas in here to see where, like for example right now I'm driving all the way to the red, and that's not good, doing us any favors. So I like that nice gradient that we got. We might even stop it here. I actually really dig it. But let's see what we got. So let's see if we just, if it's just a matter of like pushing certain areas to see if it looks any cooler. So let's see. And just for this purpose, because we already have a lot of white, let's put a white background into it and see what happens if I just move this subsection right here. Oh, oops. So let's see if I move this subsection right here and then just drive that up. So we're piercing through all of our like circular areas and see where we can kind of drive it up. So let's see. Yeah, I'm digging it. Digging it. Wow, digging it. Digging it. Okay, I'll stop. Let's see. So, see, just by right there, I'm revealing a little bit more of the white, so to make sure that this is kind of cohesive in a way, then we can kind of incorporate it like that, but I don't like how that looks, so we might have to just re-nudge it back and keep what we got, or do something like that. I don't know, still not liking it. So, I do like how we worked out with that one there though, so we might find another spot. So we might do it right here in this section right here. Push that up. And make sure that we drive enough of that gradient to see. And it already makes that division right there, so even just by looking at that, it already creates some sense of interest. I like it.
Myself 10 years from now. It's so far away, it's almost impossible to imagine.
Oh yeah?
Am I alone, or is there a wonderful person next to me?
Oh, it must be me. I'm sorry.
I'm sure you're causing all kinds of trouble for lots of different
Imagine I'm just trying to talk about this and you don't even hear the music. That'd be really sad.
But it's alright. That's part of life too, isn't it? You're not
So
perfect.
that gets too thin, but for the purpose of time, right, or for the essence of time, we might just keep it like that. Let's see. This is turning out really cool. So let's see, and maybe just for one more for good measure here. So at some point I might really need to figure out like maybe going into that, but I think oops. Oh no. So I might even just redo this area because comparing this to this, I just working with that area already, I'm already not liking where that goes, and I think more of a verticality will work with it too. So adding these kind of stuff to here, I'm curious what that will look like, getting all of that too. So we'll get back to this in a bit. So if you have the time, like we'll really just go back to this and just go and play around with it too. So for the most part, I'm really digging how this looks like. It's just enough of like a minimalistic tone to it, and you can see some of the details of like the flowers and the trees, and I think it's really cool. And of course, lit stuff in LA, going to LACMA makes it very lit. So we might just do it like this. So, and those repetitive patterns, and you can see too, again, like actually I might even do it a third time, just so we really put the emphasis on these areas of light. And then if you'll see that even if I just added a filter right there, then you can already kind of get some layering working from there too. But let's work with this first. So, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Actually, I think I might do that. So let's do that layering, because I think that looks cool. So, I think that's rad. Like, that's pretty cool how what it's doing to that. And what we might do is actually put another one at the back. Another one at the back. And that way, when I put this on a soft light, it'll have its own layers too. So let's move that right about there. And I think that's also on a soft light. So yeah. So that's pretty cool. And you'll see that you'll see that earlier on when we kind of just worked with the original image, you'll see the partitions pretty well, but as you see that with the soft light, it kind of darkens out, so now it looks like they're floating, which is pretty cool. I really like that. And then of course with the repetition works with it too. We might not even want those there too, so when I stamp that, I might just darken that up. Let's see. So I'll copy up a black, and since again I'm not incredibly concerned about it looking up to par with everything too, because again, like the glitch stuff with all this kind of things, even accidents look really good on the art stuff, so I'm liking all that kind of stuff. What's up, Lance? Glad you're tuning in. So we got all this kind of stuff there. I hope you're liking what we have so far. Everything is lit. Everything is lit. Oh wow. So let's see. Goodbye. Wonder if this photo's even clear. No, it's not. Just a quick shots at LACMA. I think it was a couple of months ago. With my friends. My friends visited from Northern California, so we were just taking quick shots of this. But that's all good. So we're gonna let's see. Do I want to drive those colors? Ooh, wow, La La Land. I like what that does, but again, we want to make sure that nothing, like at the bottom too, is not like, and it's not going to be top heavy. Oh my god, Lance, why is your butt on fire? Why? Red just read in the comments that Lance said his butt's on fire. Don't know if I should ask. Don't know if I should be concerned. Was it great? Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. So let's see. I wonder, similar to what we did earlier with Josh and how we kind of did that painterly style, if I flipped it and then added that filter. Whoa. Bro. So the screen's working out, but I kind of want to differentiate it compared to that of like that. Like that. Exactly like that. Thanks, Photoshop. So we want to keep the black, but we want to figure out if there's a different color that we can kind of mark it as a difference. So we define that color. Maybe a purple. Or a blue. bluish more. I think a bluish would probably do it. Actually, no. Since it's a theme of lit, let's do this. This would have been really cool to actually do as a time lapse, wouldn't it? I think it would have been such a good idea to do for a time lapse and just have like the lights change colors as it goes. So I might even do that. So I might even keep this part, making sure I stamp that. And what I would do is later on for music video, I'll just get like hue and saturation, get a music for it, and then just do this and just move the like hue and saturation around. Wow, magical colors. Pick them at every bite. Actually, no, looking at this one's a cool color. Where is it? Wow. That one right there. Like, close enough to be blue, but more on the red-purple side. That's actually really rad. So, let's do that. And let's see. I'm curious, so... I'm curious to see if I did that, or if I think it was an overlay that did it before, or was it lighten? No, yeah, it was lighten, I think. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, let's see. Let's enter that. Okay, so it might not be color burn. I think it was soft light when I was doing it, or... Let's do that, and then we'll amp up the color. Whoa. Pretty trippy ass patterns. Trippy colors. Trippy dippy colors. Get it today at trippydippycolors.com. Okay, let's see. Move that. Whoa. So, if I did that, and if I stamped that, and then did it on a color burn, I wonder what would happen. Yeah, exactly what I was expecting. So I'd just double down on the effect of the colors. And so, and what I want to do now, on top of that, is flip the image so that it's also here too, so that it exists in both areas, and see how that would work out. And so, yeah, now it's even cooler. Digging it. This is just like balloon lights worth of lit. So, again, I might even have this later on when I'm looking at this too. I might even just add on and tack on a color burn for this, just to kind of make those effects right there, and then dial it down, dial the opacity down, so that you can still see edges of detail. But for the most part, I like where we were heading towards, and this is pretty cool. So let's see where we can get the progress to go at. Let's see. Let's move that. And again, I think what we might do to make sure that we really drive the point is get the black, and then make a black layer behind it. So in case I need to move anything and really add some negative space, then it just doesn't exist. Whoa, it's like magic. Magic. Let's push these. So I'm just really messing with it. I'm not fully committing to this type of glitching stuff. Like, this is just what I'm used to like get some ideas going and see where it can take me, and then from there I'll make decisions as to what I want to continue it with. So again, like kind of like earlier, how I kind of took a step back and went back towards you know, where the design was at some certain point, and I want to take it into a different direction. So we'll take it to different directions there too, and I'll post those up and everything. So I'll post a lot of these stuff on my Instagram, and especially since they have that. Have you guys checked that new multiple images stuff? So I might make a series out of this. So instead of posting it one by one, I might just post it all in one series and see what you guys think. So let's see, let's move a couple of stuff here. Just about almost done with the stream here. Might even go back to that one we were working on earlier, and then we'll pretty much call it a day. Call it a day. Lesson learned for me is if the stream doesn't work, you can reset your stream key. Wow, the magic of technology. Let's see, a couple more things to move. So we got that going. So,
You were in the middle of something. Pardon me.
Hey, are you one of those so-called badasses?
I'm one of those so-called badasses. It's just because I have bad health. I need to work out. Bad jokes 2017. Okay, so, I like where that's going. Maybe we might push these areas right here to kind of differentiate that from the rest of the pack. Let's see, let's push that there too. And select this wide region right here. And push that down. And go back and bring some up. So, yeah, it's working out. Let's see, and we just push that up here too. Yeah, so it has some like differentiation there, and then going back to what we did earlier is actually, you know what? Let's see what happens when we do that. Whoa. So, just by moving it to the side and doing a lot of these different filters again, it creates a lot of like these different glitch parts right here. So maybe adding that hue might disorient it a bit. Luminosity, of course, will make everything kind of gray out. Let's see. Kind of reminds me of cotton candy, but if like they added neon lights to cotton candy. So Jesus, it's like my shit. Oh jeez, I'm like trying to like read all these comments. Jesus, Lance. Let's see. Multiply. Yeah. No. I dig it. I dig it. Maybe I don't dig it. Maybe I lied. Yeah, we'll see where that direction goes. So, I mean, again, so like it's just a matter of backtracking to where we ended up going. So we might stick it to just here, or keep those layers again and see where I'd like them to. But for the most part, after all that exploration, I think I might end up and out of all the success that we have, I think it's more successful in this area right here, and actually right here. And so I kind of just like it like that, and maybe just center it a little bit more so that it's let's see, let's copy that, and again add a black background to the back, and this is a matter of centering it. So centering in terms of like getting the lights to kind of center itself. So yeah, I think we got it a little bit, and I think there might be a little bit of a gap there too. So I think it was already centered enough as it is. So oops. So I like where that's going. I want to see what direction that takes us. So can you copy that distorted version of me if you won't keep that? I think I have that actually. You know what? We'll mess around with that too, and so we'll actually do that for the last bit here. So yeah, like I think I might stick around here and see where I can explore it more. So we're gonna go save these, and you know what? Let's go see if we can open that. Let me see if we can find that for ya. I'll find it for ya. So for anyone that is still tuning in right now, let's see. I am currently trying to find. I work with a couple of like different YouTubers as well, and I do some of their thumbnails. So one of them was for Fonzo Gaming and for Lance, and we did one where it was just like his glitched up like thing on YouTube, and so here it is. There we go. So, what happened? Did it not like? I thought we glitched this already. Oh no! Did I not save it? Oh wait. No, I didn't save it. No! Oh well, we can glitch it again. So, I grabbed his, one of the pictures that he had on his Facebook, and then we just distorted this whole stuff so that it looks like this. So, just to do like a quick demonstration, so we grab areas and just started moving it around, because there was a video that basically told like how he almost quit YouTube. But he's still doing videos, he's still doing awesome stuff, so if you want to catch him on like YouTube, definitely follow him. It's Fonzo Gaming. I'll actually post a description on the uploaded live stream later today once it finishes up uploading. But yeah, so like we were just moving, I was just moving pieces around, and let's see. Yeah, so it's kind of like how it's unfolding onto itself, and see where it takes that from there. So very cool. Yeah, and so we're just moving more pieces around, more pieces, more and more pieces, until we kind of just get it to where you can still recognize it as the YouTube thing, and you can sort of recognize that it's Lance, but without it being too overly crazy. And if you're wondering if this falls under the category that it's lit, it's pretty lit, because it's pretty lit, because he's a pretty lit kind of guy. Let's see. Lashy. So, something like that. And then, I didn't really add any other effects to it. I could. I mean, I definitely could. We could do that right now. So. Let's see. Almost. Let me just push a little bit of these areas here. Yeah. So you can barely recognize the eyes, but you can still see the face. And so, what I would do is again do that soft light and just add like layers on top of it, or maybe let's see. Yeah, I might just do a soft light and then just kind of have it impose somewhere so that it doubles up, or flip it. So things like that. But for the purposes of like knowing that it's a thumbnail, I just kind of kept it more simple like that. So you can still see a little bit of darkness, and really because for the most part the thumbnails are just going to be like that small. So still recognizable enough that it's a YouTube thing. You can definitely see that it's, I mean, considering it's going to be under Lance's channel, then it's really not that hard to recognize. And it ended up looking something like this as our final one. So it was pretty simple going from there, and I think it turned out pretty cool. So all that stuff. So Lance, glad to know that you're still doing videos. Most all your videos are cool. Like, I still don't watch like half of your Resident Evil series because I just can't take it. It's too scary for me. I can't do it. I was convincing my girlfriend to go see Get Out, and I'm trying to psych myself to go watch it. So So, oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that actually. So he made a a suggestion to see if I can take this and then added the lights and see what would happen. So let's just do that as like a last tester thing for the end of this stream. So. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Let's see. We might put this in the background instead. So what we might do is, instead of it being the filter, this filter now. So might not work out to where I'm just trying to figure out like what will work from there, but I think pattern wise it would look cool. So we would actually have to start from scratch and pretty much like grab this original thing, original recipe, add that to the whole thing, and then just kind of, yeah, there you go. So it would just kind of go from there. You can make it smaller so that it has like some of those textures in there, and then from there mess around with it, and I think that would look really cool. So yeah, it worked out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got a couple of these stuff right here working along. I might go back to these and then you'll just see them on my Instagram. I'll probably post some of them, or I'll probably post some of these work in progress stuff, or I might redo them from scratch and even do them as a time lapse and see how that works out. So thank you guys for watching. I'm glad you guys are still watching all of that after all the technical difficulties, but it all worked out, right? It's all good. So everything all turned out well. So I'll see you guys soon. Again, catch me next week. Catch me outside. Catch me outside. Catch me next week. No, catch me next week. Again, we're gonna be doing this on Saturdays, every Saturdays, and we're just gonna be chilling. And so, if you would like to join me on my stream, feel free to, like, send me a message, hit me up and everything, and we'll just chat and make cool stuff. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.